Good morning, students. Earlier, I have sent you notes of chapter Federalism and NCERT solutions of chapter Federalism. Now we'll do revision of that chapter. Federalism is a system of government in which the power is divided between central authority and its various units. Central government and its units means state governments. Power is divided between central government, state government or local government, that is federalism. What are the main features of federalism? Its main features: first, two or more levels of government are working. In a monarchy, only one level, king is having all the powers and he will take all decisions. But in federalism, two or more than two levels of government work. First level is central government, second is state government, third is local government. Local government means like panchayat at village level. In towns it is municipalities, and in big cities municipal corporations work. Different tiers of government have their own jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means area of working. Area of jurisdiction of each tier is specified in the constitution. It is written in our constitution that in which areas central government will take decision and do work, and in which areas state government will take decision or do work. That is clearly specified. Fundamentals or basic provisions of the constitution cannot be changed unilaterally. Next feature of federalism is no government can unilaterally, means no single government, neither state government nor central government. No single government can change basic principles of the constitution. Sources of revenue for each tier of government are different. Sources of revenue means from which sources they get income. They are different for central government and state government. Some taxes are collected by state government, some taxes are collected by central government. And with the help of these revenues, they work. Federalism has two roots, means it is of two types. First is coming together federation. Second is holding together federation. Coming together means units like states, they are equally powerful. They come and join in federation having equal powers. They are equally powerful. Next is holding together federation, in which center is more powerful and center holds their units, means states. Center is more powerful and it is controlling or holding the units. India is a federal country. How can we say India is a federal country? Constitution declares India as a federation or union of states, because our constitution says India is a union of states. So we can say it is a federal country. Three tiers of government, because in India there are three tiers of government. We have central government under the leadership of Mr. Modi, state governments, Punjab government, Haryana government, different states have different governments. And third is panchayats. In villages panchayats work, and in towns municipalities work, and in big cities, municipal corporations work. So these are three tiers of government. These are found in India, so we can say it is a federal country. Third is division of power. Power is not in one hand, it is divided. In our constitution, all the important subjects are divided into four lists: union list, state list, and concurrent list. Mainly these three lists, and the subjects which do not considered under these three lists, they remain in residuary subjects or residuary. All the important subjects are in union list, like defense, banking, foreign affairs, currency. These are all important subjects and they are under the union list. And central government work in these fields. Second is state list: police, trade, agriculture, and irrigation. These subjects are under state list, means state government look after them. Third is concurrent list, in which union and state both governments can make laws. Education, forest, trade unions, marriage, divorce, all these are matters in which both the governments, union government or state government, can make laws. Some are new subjects which were not at that time when our constitution was framed. But after that, those subjects are kept in residuary list, like computer, software, information technology. These are new subjects which were not under these three lists, not written in constitution under these three lists, so they are kept in residuary. So means power is divided and it is clearly mentioned in our constitution that these subjects will remain under union government, these subjects will remain under state government, and on these subjects both governments can make law. If there is conflict between union and state government, then union law will prevail. Means our center government is more powerful. Next topic is how federalism practiced in India. Our states are divided on the basis of languages. When after the independence, there were about 500 something provinces that were rescheduled under states. That division was done on the basis of language, same language under one state. Language policy. Our language policy is Hindi is like our national language, and state languages are about 28. So these clearly mentioned languages are, that is federalism feature, that one language will be our national language and other languages can be practiced in states during their official works. Center state relation, I mentioned you that the center is giving some powers to state government. It helps in state governments in their functions. But as I have told you that center is more powerful and states are dependent on center for financial help. Power is decentralized in India. need of local government was felt because local needs are easily understood by local people. Central government cannot look after such a vast country's needs, and such a diverse variety of people are living in India, so they cannot look after each and everything. So need of local government was felt so that they can administer their local level subjects and their needs. Steps like regular election of local bodies, reservation is given to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, women. These are all steps toward decentralization. I mean, power is not centered to some people. It is equally divided. Role of election commission is also feature of decentralization, that ruling party cannot interfere in the functioning of election commission, and the election commission works that in that manner that elections are free and fair, so that powerful people should not control the election procedure. Panchayati Raj system is also one feature that indicates that power is decentralized. Gram Panchayats, 4 or 5 Gram Panchayats form one Panchayat Samiti, and Panchayat Samitis, 4 or 5 Panchayat Samitis that further join and form Jila Parishad. So that is Panchayati Raj system, and it is also feature of decentralization of power in India.